So it's been an awesome day so far. So far. Not worried about the rest. But I'm in the midst of bringing my vibe back up. I kind of poisoned myself. How? Food. You know, you never know when something is just not going to be, like, good for you. Oh my god. Swear to fuck. Something can be perfect for me one day. Like, I ate a whole fucking half a cake, more than half, last week. And that was just, like, fine. It was, like, pure energy. It was good for me. And today we're at the grocery store and my daughter says, can we have these? And I'm like, what do you want? So I look and she wants after eights. I hate to fucking plug them now that they poisoned me, but they are this small. Like, literally this small compared to my face. I'm a part. Yeah. So I says to her, after I've eaten, like, you know, real food, because I must eat my meat if I want my pudding. See, that's what I mean about trying to bring my vibe up. It's working. It doesn't take long. So I ate real food, you know, adulty stuff. And then so I said, bring me 5. Like, I can snarf that whole box in a heartbeat. 5 is not a lot for me. So yeah, I'm not all delicate, so I kind of, like, you know, shove the first one in my mouth. It's, like, small. And then the second, and by the time I've, like, realized that it's going through me, and, like, I can just, like, I can't describe how my body reacts to stuff, besides saying, like, it's fucking poison. I can feel it going. It can't even logically have reached any of my veins yet, but everything inside me is like, red fucking flag, like, abort, abort, stop this now. So I stretched it out, got some tunes going, gonna make a vid really quick or not, we'll see. Yeah, a lot of, like, awesome conversations when I went out. I could be babbling on all day if I shared all my syncs. I sometimes realize that I'm alone on this path because anybody sitting beside me in the car, especially, it would be like, holy fuck, did you see that? Like, holy fuck. Sorry, cat. Scared the cat. Did you see that? Or do you see that? Because it's like, it's awesome. So as I'm, like, going on the highway today, Copperhead Road is, like, blasting because I love Steve Earle. Seen Steve Earle once live. It was for the Copperhead Road tour, actually, at Hamilton. I forget if it was Hamilton Place. Anyways, whatever. Who cares about the venue? And I was way in the back. And I was the only one, like, fucking, like, every time there was, like, a lull, screaming for Guitar Town. Everybody else was, like, wanting the songs that were from the actual album that he was doing a tour for. So why fucking ask for those songs? Like, he's there to promote that album. He's going to do them. So I was asking for his way back song of Guitar Town. Yeah, love that song. Anyways, done with that. So Copperhead Road is blasting, and right in front of me is, like, a silver car with the license plate Chad 877 CHAD Chad. So, like, boom. For me, that's a John Wick sync. That movie, like, those 2 movies, like, fucking activate me. It's like fucking Christmas, May 17th. Happy birthday, D, in advance. You know who you are. Blah, 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 blah. I says to D once in a comment, in a conversation, I was like, oh my god, you're so lucky. John Wick comes out on your birthday. And yeah, I guess he hasn't watched those yet. So I have, like, the Chad is because of Chad Stahelski. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. He's the director of those movies. I've done a video about these already. Not gonna babble on about my John Wink. You know what I mean? About those syncs, but I could have, like, a fucking, like, 24-hour, like, just stop to sip a coffee conversation about those fucking movies and what I see and what, and it ain't about the, you know, Keanu Reeves. Fucking good job, good job. As if he's watching this, good job, Keanu. It's really about what the subject, like how, what I like perceive of it, but the choreography of the fucking scenes, especially John Wick 2, it fucking starts like fucking action and non-stop, and there's no like fucking, it ain't about like fucking love scenes and fucking having to throw some chicks in there, and you know, it's just like fucking raw action. It's like old school for me. And the choreography of those movies is like fucking, I can feel Bruce Lee like fucking shining down from heaven and just fucking like, whoa, like anyways, that's what they do for me. So first shout out, Anthony Gallo, fucking awesome channel. He woke those things in me like big time. He even had a Walking Dead video. I forget what the name of what he does. He puts things together visually. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of what do you call that. It was like cinematography, or I don't know. Anyways, Anthony Gallo, he put a thing together of The Walking Dead, which I've never watched. I've always wanted to, just never been guided to or allowed, or it wasn't meant for me. But the thing that he did, I forget how long his little video was. I think it was only one song long. One song long. Oh my fucking god. I'm gonna have to stop the video. Shh, calm down. Chill, Bill. Hang on. Here, I'll show you my dress for a second. See that? Kaboom! Oh, fuck. His Walking Dead video. It didn't make me laugh, but it activated me. I've never watched The Walking Dead. I've always wanted to, never got to. And I believe movies and like are there to activate us, whether there's programming in anything. Like my theory of that is that everybody is a light worker. So even if there's programming or stuff that's like from they and you know whatever, everybody is light. So they are the messages that are there for us to awaken. That's just my belief. So yeah, his Walking Dead thing was like fucking awesome because I never got to see that. So it just like it did something for me that I needed. I don't know. Not here. It's just me. I love this song. Can you see it? Yeah, no, the phone's off and I can't turn it on. Home by the Sea. Yeah, awesome. I back up. Yeah, the reason I wanted to show my dress is I watched Evan Almighty the other day. Evan, right? When it's Noah, you know, and he gets told to build the ark. I have trouble, like, I don't even, I more resonate with the fact of creator than God, but I use all the words intermittently because for me it's a word, the energy of creator, blah, blah, blah. But I have a lot of trouble not visualizing God as Morgan Freeman. Gotta tell you, it's you know, fuck, he did a great job in that. And yeah, watched that movie the other day, and one of the parts that came out for me, sit down, calm down. What is that? Hair stuff? Yeah, you can color your hair if you want. It's fun, cute stuff. Okay, have fun. Is when God leaves the costume apparel for him, and that no matter how he tries to not wear that shit, it fucking like he appears in it. And you know, when I watched that, I was like, thank you so much. Like, you should see the shit I'm led to for my fucking superhero fucking costumes. Like, They're nice. And one of them is this dress that I found last week. It's got like just like whack, kabam, like all over it. It's really cool. And I found it the day after I watched that movie, when I watched it and was like, oh my God, thank you for not making me wear that kind of shit, because I would. It was nice if I had it in color, but it's really, as much as I like baggy, like I'd be tripping over that. When I buy a dress that's really long, I actually cut it. I'm not much of a seamstress, or I probably am, I just don't try. I just fucking snip it. Yeah. Yeah, so the day after I watched Evan Almighty, I was like, maybe you could send me something new. Like, and then this is one of the things I found. I found this too. I had a blue stone. I really believe if you give your crystals away, others will come back, so I don't hoard them. So this one time in the fall, in September specifically, my favorite, most like powerful, like look into it and it fucking like could see fucking galaxies and fucking visions and everything in there. I actually I gave it away. I gave it away to a family member, like not direct family, but you know, cousin, husband's cousins, blah 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 kind of thing, who I kept trying to plant the seed and kept saying like your dizziness and your this and your that, it's the Schumann resonance. You know, if he would have just wanted to take the time to look at that, and I talked about grounding, like, and believe me, I didn't preach. I ain't no fucking preacher. I like plant little seeds and then let them grow. And if they don't grow, sometimes I'll try again, because really basically he was just waiting to be like fucking put on a table, cut in two, and have a pacemaker put back in or something. And that's what's happening to him, or did this week or next week, I forget. But yeah, the one time I saw him, and I was like, well, if you can't really kind of resonate with going to look at the Schumann or thinking about grounding or meditating, like, here, I'm giving you my most precious crystal. Yeah, so that's been hard on me. I realized that I think I overstepped my bounds of what I was supposed to do, in the sense that it wasn't about an attachment to it, but it was the power that it brought me. It's like for me, it's like, what I compare it to is, if it's like I would have given my crystal ball away to somebody and the fucking gods were not happy and not letting me see stuff, or if I'm harder to recognize because the blue circle that I had, this thing was so powerful that I literally walked into a store once, and a woman who was a shaman actually came up to me and grabbed it. And as she grabbed it, she was like apologizing for like coming to touch me like right here. But she was like, it was so powerful. I just like, boom. So it was like I gave away the thing to be recognized. And this happened to me. I had the crystal for, I don't know how many years, 3, 2, 3. And there was a powerful dude from Tomogamy, an older gentleman, who did the same thing. Like, and I'm not one to be touched. Like, I could fucking claw somebody's eyes out and not even mean to, because somebody comes into my bubble so fast. But these people that did that, it was like, it was okay. It was like whatever power they needed from it, it was okay. And after they touched it, I actually took it off and let them use it, hold it, or they needed the connection, like, from me to the thing. So I found this the other day too, and it's like this on one side and then this on the other. And honestly, I don't give a fuck if it's plastic in there or whatever it is. It gets really hot and I can flip it. It's like different. Miss my blue one more because it was what it was, but I feel like I kind of got rewarded like with something else. And yeah, when I saw it on the wall, like hangy thingy that it was on, everything around it was like 27, 30 something bucks. And I was like, I am not paying like fucking $30 for this shit. So, and it didn't have a price tag on it. Strange, eh? So I says to the sales lady, I'm like, do you have time to come here? Like, there's something that I like. And if it's on like a rack that says like over 20 bucks. I just wonder what price it is. And when she came and she looked and there was no price tag, she's like, I can do it for you for 15. I was like, I'll take it at 15. I didn't even try to bargain her down. It is what it is. That I felt that was a fair price. Anyways, babbling on. Yeah, a lot of fucking cool shit happened today. If I could, I would share it all, but I think y'all would get sick of me. Thanks, Chrome, for saying you would like talk to me or listen to me talk, because I would feel the same way about you, Professor Chrome. If you haven't Google him. Yeah, I don't think he's on Google yet, but he's a YouTuber. I just really resonate with how he speaks. I could fucking sit with you and like fucking slurp coffee back and talk for fucking hours, dude. Truly, fucking really fucking cool vibe. Something happened today. I was guided to go somewhere in a specific way. I had the choice of 2 places to go, and guidance led me specifically one way. And it's kind of freaky. When I say I've done, kind of sorry now, I deleted my other videos because it's like, if you didn't see it before, you have no clue what I'm talking about. But oh well, I needed it at the time. When I say I'm guided to go places and change a situation or be the anchor or protector, after my Copperhead Road song, you know, vibes up, John Wick, fucking, you know, like fucking more songs even, and just like fucking woo. I hit the lights in a certain spot, and there was about 5 or 6 cars in front of me, and I don't even really say like protect. I am in protection mode when I'm anywhere. I don't know how to describe it. And I stop at the light. 5 cars in front of me. There's 5 cars beside me. It's a double turning lane, and basically people are hitting the highway to get to get to Tamagami or wherever their destination is, but you can't turn and go anywhere else. It's like Tamagami is one road in, one road out. Call it the fucking highway of death. Like, so much shit happens on that highway. Anyways, I digress. So I sitting there, I forget what song's on in the moment, vibing high, and I hear a horn, and instead of like being like, what the fucks, I am not into horn sounds. I just like, it was like protect, and I just sat, looked ahead, and then just kind of turned my head as this huge like fucking white transport, like fucking 18-wheeler, is just fucking whoosh. He burned the red light so much, like it wasn't even yellow turning red when he was beside me, because I looked at him coming. I didn't even get to see what was on the fucking transport, because it was like he was right beside me, and that's when the horn started just right behind my car, and I couldn't even hear the horn anymore, and he had whatever, I think it's a thing like this in a truck. He was blowing the horn, and as he was blowing the horn, I was looking up, seeing the red light, and just like fucking protect. And like he blew through it, no cars, nothing happened. Like logically, the turning lane this way should have been going, the turning lane this way should have been going, but nobody fucking moved. And I says to my daughter, I was like, whoa. And she's like, what just happened? And then I kind of describe it to her, and I was like, that was so fucking cool. And she's like, why was that cool? And I was like, dude, like, there could have been something right in front of us where fucking, I don't even know how many people's lives would have been changed, like, in a fucking heartbeat. And instead, like, everybody's just driving along, and half the people didn't even notice probably what was going on. It's fucking cool. Of all the shit I've seen, this is in the top 50, if I calculate the lifetime of it, but in all the shit I've had happen to me in the last couple weeks, that's pretty much the top one. That was fucking cool. Shit's coming more visible outside now. It's really cool. I'm gonna be able to see my kayak soon. That's gonna be okay, so shout outs. Ow. This is how my days are. Okay, no promoting the company. Just for a different company, but this is the only book I got so far. So no promoting the company, but yeah. That's how my shout outs work. I gotta write them down really quick. The woman I was speaking of this morning, Super Channel, Helen, Skygazer, The Frosty. I watched one of her lives last week, so it's like, wow, this week I can't, you know? She has to figure out how she's gonna do her lives. Everybody's got a certain amount of devices too, eh? Like some people don't even have computers anymore. You just roll with your phone. Anyways, Helen Skygazer, the Frosty, she was doing like, you know, kind of along what Lone Wolf does. And the other people who are I call them bird's eye view people of what the world is turning into. I like them. I like that. I truly believe that, yeah, you know what I mean, if you know what I mean. There's a lot of change coming. I can't believe I just hit myself in the fucking face. Next person, Fascinating Fairy. She has activations that, holy fuck, they're amazing. And just her channel. She, I don't know if it's been a month or two. It feels like fucking 10 years, but it hasn't been that long. She's amazing. Look her up. I am G-E-J. Oh, G and J. Fuck. That will never go away. I am G-E, because she's a Jen. Light of Christ. That's the one I put in a comment and I was trying to remember earlier. Jen, I love you. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't respect your channel and like love it like to kibbles and bits and pieces. I have trouble with things that aren't like boom, boom, boom. That's why I Soothe the Glitch. Soothe is one of my major fucking I self-soothe. Soothe is like a word for me that is important and is huge. So that I can never forget Soothe the Glitch. Like, fuck. Boom. Energy E. He don't have 1,000 subs yet. I don't know if he does lives or has ever done a live or he wants to do a live, but his fucking and how like shit flows, fucking funny as fuck. First of all, well, to me anyway. But there is like a lot of stuff going on in there, and there's a lot of stuff when he puts out a video like to make your fucking, and it's not about using, I don't mean like even if I say your mind, it's about like getting your soul activated to consider certain things or to see like different points of view. He's one of those people like me, like question everything. Like when you think you're right, you know, like boom, you're ready to be like, whoa, I was wrong. I like that. I fucking love that. Perspectives for World Peace. I think she's one of the first people that I found. I've been only on here since December, and I had to be pushed fucking to be here. I didn't use YouTube at all. Perspectives for World Peace. This is a young lady in this earthly body who to me is like, she's one of the grandmothers. That's how fucking brilliant she is. Her soul has been here since for fucking ever. English is her second or more language. I don't know. I can't remember if she said, but sometimes she thinks she's not explaining something properly. And for me, how I work, how she explains things, how she speaks, what she speaks of is just what I searched for and have waited for since forever. A little bit like the way I said about Gabby. Just amazing. And she activates my little Wonder Woman understand every fucking language vibe, because I think if I watched her videos in her native tongue that I would understand every word anyway if I just let myself. That's how she just like has got it for me. And I know I've made other videos, again they're deleted, you can't go back and look at them, where I have had that thing happen to me where I'm speaking French, somebody's speaking Spanish, we're both talking the same fucking language and don't even realize we're speaking our languages until it's done or until after when something else happens. It's happened to me for Italian as well. So, um, I haven't watched any of these superhero movies that have been out except for like the first Wolverines, like, or Avengers or whoever they were, like fucking 6 years ago or 7 maybe. I'm not guided to watch a lot of stuff. A lot. I feel that the people who were able to distract and learn that way, y'all are fucking blessed. It's awesome. I was guided to rent Wonder Woman, take it out from the library about 3 weeks ago, a month ago. And I was pumped, like, oh man, like, fucking Amazon's, like, fucking the arrows and the fucking bows and the costumes, like, that's how I dress. Not always, but I do. Anyways, I make some fucked up clothes. But, how she was, her character of just, like, being able to talk and not, like, there's no, like, when she looked at the dude and said, are you, like, typical of your gender? And totally, like, is asking the question, and he's all like, whatever, oh, more, whatever. Or when they're in the thing and she's talking about how she's read the like fucking 13 volumes for sex between men and women and what the conclusion is, and how he's all like, just, it's easy for me to relate to her character and just be able to speak about anything, and that other people just aren't there yet and get all blushy and like fucking weird about it. It's like, it is what it is, like, fucking talk. And that's how I love that movie too, because when she gets to wherever it was it London they were in? I don't remember. And she's all over the place going like, whoa, and look at all this stuff. It's like, that's how I am. I'm even like that here, where everything I see is like my surroundings. But when I went into the city, I was in, where was I? Fucking Woodstock? Burlington? I can't remember. About 4 years ago. It's been a long time I've been around here. 4 years ago, and I went into the store where they had like the self checkouts, and I was like, what's that? And then, I wanted to go see the cashier, but the person I was with says, I always use self checkouts. I don't want to talk to other people. And I was like, but I like talking to people. Like, let's use the self checkout. And then when I tried to use the self checkout, what happened? Well, I'm not saying there was a lineup, but there was. And then I put the bag, but then I didn't put the bag properly. So the fucking thing was like bitching at me, telling me to put the bag different. And it was just like, she kept on, everything I did was wrong. Everything I did, I wasn't placing the items correctly. I didn't put the money correctly. I did nothing right for that bitch. Sorry, fucking self-checkout fucking thing. Like, when we were leaving the store, the person that was with me was very frustrated. He wasn't somebody who liked attention. I was like, I didn't do this on purpose. I wanted to go see a cashier and have like a real human interaction. I don't work well with fucking self-checkout things. Apparently, I shouldn't use this shit. Like, it was bad. Well, it was good. It was fun. Everybody else thought it was funny, but him. Well, he kind of thought it was funny, but he was more like, I can't take her anywhere. One time, he told me that you can go to a bank in town, like in the city, and you can actually bring your change and put change into the teller, like the Insta teller thing, not, to go see a person. And you can actually put your change into the, like, the debit machine or whatever, and then it'll be counted for you and you can get money back. And I was like, really? I might just give up some of my penny collection for that. We don't have pennies here in Canada anymore, eh? Yeah. I don't even want to talk about what that fucking take away pennies. Simmer down. Yeah, so for me, when I find a penny, pick it up all day long, brings good luck. Like, it's a fucking blessing. It's usually an American penny that somebody has been touristy wise. I like it. Really pretty. Yeah, when I went to Niagara Falls, it was nice. A lot of Americans go to Niagara Falls, so I found like 3 fucking pennies in like fucking half an hour. Pennies. Give up fucking pennies because people think they're too heavy and take up space and are not worth anything. I think that's enough of me for now. I'm trying to think. Yeah, if you haven't noticed by now, half of my fucking role and mission is to like just be fucking silly. The other parts are the other parts. And I think I'm unpoisoned now. Or I might need a nap. I don't know. The sun's supposed to come out. I can see it peeking out. Might have a sunset. Freezing rain tonight. Hoping for some thunder and lightning. Not saying I'm calling the thunder and lightning, but I am. Miss that shit. Yep, I'm done. Have a good day, night, evening. Start subbing channels. Start seeing people. Shouting out. I need to light up this, like, light up the light. Don't let the yucky shit bring you down.